Hello, I'm Chris Williams and welcome to my video blog. In school I noticed that people used to play a lot of card games, but they never invited me to play them with them. But I was always fascinated as to what the rules were, and indeed I've been looking on Wikipedia to find out what the rules of these games are. Now, I'm not very good at card games to begin with, but you might be familiar with these card games. Two card games. I believe their American names are Shithead and Bullshit. So I thought that I would read what the rules are to myself, and then share with you what the rules are as well. But I've noticed that on YouTube there are quite a few videos that discuss what the rules of these games are. So let's go through the rules for Shithead. Right, you have a regular pack of 52 playing cards with no jokers. The game goes clockwise. 3 cards are dealt out facing downwards, one at a time, to each player, and the person who is to the left of the dealer starts the game off. So 3 cards given to each player, then facing upwards on top of the ones that are facing down. 3 cards are then held in the hand and are dealt out in turn to each player. So that's 3 cards lying down, facing downwards, 3 cards facing upwards, and there's 3 cards in the hand. Right, so got that? Shame I haven't got any playing cards on me to illustrate this. Right, a player may exchange the cards in their hand for the face-up cards on the table before the game begins, and they can start using their cards on the table that are facing upwards. This is the only time during the game that you can swap the cards in your hand with the cards that are facing upwards. When the pack is burned, the cards are put down. All the cards that are below are put to the side for the remainder of that game. So that's the spare leftover cards from the pack of 52 which are not in the game. So 3 facing downwards, 3 facing upwards, and 3 in your hand, and also a pack of cards to the side, not in the game. Right, if 4 cards of the same number are put down in a row, it will burn the pack. If a 3 interrupts this, they are not burned. Not sure what that means, but let's continue with these rules I found on Wikipedia. Right, a 10 will burn the pack also, and it goes on to say the 2 can go on any card, and any card can go on the 2. This is getting complicated now. The 3 can go on any card and is considered transparent, so the next player must beat the card before. The 4 can only go on a 4 or lower, or a 7. The 5 can go on a 5 or lower, or a 7. The 6 can go on a 6 or lower, or a 7. That means the 6 can go on everything, I assume. The 7 can go only on a 7 or lower, and only a 7 or lower can go on it, with the exception of a 10. This is all getting mixed up. Maybe you should read this yourself on Wikipedia. I'm glad I've never played this game myself in that case then, but it seems well confusing. What I just said about it can go on the lower or on the 7, that also applies for 8 and 9 as well. The 10 can go on any card and will burn the pack. The jack can go on the jack or lower, but not on the 7. So the jack, the queen, and the king, they can't go on the 7, whereas the numbers can go on 7s. The ace is considered high, above a king in value, and can go on any card, but not a 7. And it goes on to say, the person with 4 of hearts in their hand goes first. Well, if you haven't got 4 of hearts. If the 4 of hearts is not available, the lowest diamonds have priority, then clubs, then spades. This is rather pedantic with its regulations. Right, each player must have at least 3 cards in their hand until the pack to be played has expired. So you exhaust the cards to the side. If a player cannot put down a card, then it must pick up a pile, and it's the next person's go. A blank table is considered a value of 0, and anything can be put down on it. Once a player has finished with all the cards in his hand, or her hand, and there are no more left to pick up, They can put one card down at a time from their own face-up cards. The three that are facing upwards, you put one of them down at a time, unless there are two or three of the same, in which case they must put down more than one. If they cannot beat the postcard, they must pick up the pile, but not their own face-up cards. When they have finished with all the face-up cards and have no cards in their hand, they then start using the face-down cards. It's a total guess which card they use. They use one at a time. When a player has no cards left, they are then out of the game, and the last person to have a card in their hand is the declared shithead, as the name of the game implies. Well, that's rather complicated, but I think the next game that I've been reading about is much easier to understand. In Britain, I know that it's called cheat. In Russia, it's called I doubt it. But in America, it's called bullshit. And the idea is, again, 52 cards. They are dealt out to the players. The aim is to get rid of your cards. You select at random who should go first, and then you go clockwise around the table. On the table is a discard pile which starts empty. A turn consists of discarding one or more cards face down on the pile and calling out their rank. The first player must discard aces first, second player discards twos, the next player discards threes, and so on. I still don't get this. This is rather confusing. After tens come jacks, then queens, then kings, then back to aces. Since the cards are discarded face down, you do not in fact have to play the rank you are calling. So if it is your turn to discard sevens, you may discard any card or mixture of cards. So if you don't have any sevens, you'll be forced to play some other card. Any player who suspects that the card discarded does not match the rank they are calling can shout cheat, I doubt it, or bullshit. Then the cards played by the challenging player are exposed, and one of two things can happen. If they are the rank that was called, the challenge is false, and the person who shouted bullshit must pick up the whole discarded pile. If any of the cards are different from the called rank, the challenge is correct, and the person who played the cards must pick up the whole pile. So that's going to make it harder for them to win, I suppose. After that is resolved, you then continue going clockwise, person to the left, the one who was challenged, plays next and calls the next rank in sequence. First player to get rid of all their cards and survive any challenge from their final play wins the game. If you play your last remaining cards but someone challenges you and the cards you played are not what you called, you pick up the pile and the game continues. Initially I was a bit sad that I was never invited to play these games, but now that I know these rules, I'm glad I wasn't invited, because it's rather complicated. Why can't you just play Snap or any other simple card games like that? Right, I hope that you understand these card games as well as I do now. I don't understand them at all. If I had a pack of cards on me, maybe I could illustrate it better, but as I'm on my own, you can't really play cards on your own. So, thanks for joining me for my card game explanation, and I hope you'll join me for future videos over the next few days, weeks and months. Until next time, it's bye for now, bye bye, and if you are confused as to what I was saying about, check out Wikipedia, where what I've just told you about is from. I feel a bit more knowledgeable now about these card games, and I'm glad that I've never played them before, and there is no opportunity for me to play them anytime soon, to be honest. Okay, thanks for your time. Until next time, bye for now. Bye bye.